This flooding problem has been bothering many neighborhoods in Buchanan, and this one in particular in recent years. With the spring season coming and more rain possibly coming, residents in the community do not want to have to drive through any more hazards.
After the first time you guys was down here, they really jumped on it.
The engineers at TMC Technologies are also working very hard with the people here at the IV&V building in Fairmont as they look at the next mission that NASA is planning, Artemis 3.
50 years ago, this was certainly the biggest part of those guys' careers, those engineers, and here we are again doing it.
There are going to be many changes in the city of Clarksburg as the people have spoken, and there will be a new mayor. Current city councilman Wayne Worth will be the next mayor of Clarksburg. Now, Alex, I've been to countless Clarksburg city council meetings in the prior 3 to 4 to 5 months, really, and Wayne Worth is a very vocal person. A lot of people in the city know him. If you live in the neighborhood or the ward, that he serves, you'll have a very familiar face coming to City Hall. Yeah, Alex, if you love the strawberry flavor, which is a flavor that I enjoy myself, you want to come to Buchanan, West Virginia for the 84th Annual Strawberry Festival. Now, this is one of the top festivals on the summer calendar, not only in North Central West Virginia, but in the Mountain State. Atticus, making football safe has been a priority on every level in recent years, and here in West Virginia, politicians are doing their part. Monday, Republican State Senator Mike Stewart introduced the Cohen-Craddock Student Athlete Safety Act in Senate Bill 585. I sat down with Senator Stewart to discuss what this legislation means for keeping young football players out of harm's way. Many young men look forward to suiting up on the gridiron in the fall, and in Boone County, West Virginia, Cohen-Craddock was one of those young men. Last summer, his life came to a tragic end after sustaining an injury at practice. A West Virginia state senator is following through on a promise he made in September and introduced the Cohen-Craddock Student Athlete Safety Act following the passing of Craddock in August of 2024.
We have the ability and a chance to make a big difference, not only for Cohen-Craddock or Cohen-Craddock's family, but for kids similarly situated across the country. This is a smart bill. This is a bill that can grow with West Virginia over time. It addresses football safety for our sons today, but it can also address many other important issues affecting the safety of our kids on athletic fields and courts all across West Virginia moving forward.
If passed, the act would require the use of guardian caps for middle school and high school football practices. These special helmets have been worn by many players in the NFL during the 2024 season. They are proven to help reduce concussions.
It seems to me that if it's good enough for the NFL, that if the NFL knows this is good policy and good science, we should be doing this in West Virginia. And once we do this in West Virginia, this will be adopted across the country. It's so cheap and inexpensive to do. That I can tell you this, that those sons that are on these football fields later are going to be glad they had these head protective pieces over their helmets to protect them moving forward.
This legislation will go from the Judiciary Committee to the Finance Committee and later to the Senate floor in Charleston for a vote. Senator Stewart tells 5 News that he expects the bill to fully pass with bipartisan support all around. Keeping you connected, Dante Centofanti, 5 News. My last question, Governor, would be your relationship with current President Donald Trump. Yeah. I mean, like you, he's been going through his first 100 days, as the president again, and your relationship seems to be pretty good on screen. You seem to be a very visible Republican governor, having a relationship with him. You've been to the White House, multiple times. Yeah. Talk to the viewers at home, how effective it is for a governor to have a good relationship with the White House, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent.
Well, I think it's important for West Virginia. West Virginia is Trump country, and I think a lot of people really appreciate President Trump's approach to governance in Washington, D.C. I know I'm looking forward to working with him to help bring broadband, more broadband to West Virginia, and we talk about a lot of different issues. So I'm going to keep advocating for West Virginia.
Thursday, West Virginia Secretary of State Chris Warner paid a visit to Bridgeport. Warner took a tour of Cubby's Daycare Center, currently the state's largest state-of-the-art daycare center. With the new legislative session approaching, the issue of child care could be on the minds of many in Charleston. It could be a crucial issue as the state looks to raise their low workforce participation rate.
It was definitely, I feel like, a productive conversation. They know that we need childcare in the state. We know that we need childcare to be available and affordable in the state. And now it's just a matter of getting the legislators to understand. And I think that if those people that are working in the economic development fields and Harrison, the county chambers, if they start supporting our initiatives, I think that that'll make a difference.
Trippett and her family have dedicated their lives to children in West Virginia going on 4 decades. She says this legislative session can really impact child care and its workforce going forward.
We have 3 bills that we'd really like to see get introduced and passed this year in the legislature. One of them would help our workforce. One of the bills that we have would help to make childcare more affordable for families. And the other bill that we have would make sure that people who do get childcare assistance aren't falling off of a cliff whenever they get a 50-cent on the hour raise.
You know, we hear from the governor, he talks about the backyard brawl when it comes to economic development and how we stack up against other states around us. Their newest information out today was that West Virginia spends fewer state dollars on child care per capita than all of its neighbors. Pennsylvania spends $22.48 per child. West Virginia spends $5.13 per child. We're at the bottom of the stack, and it's hopefully the governor can work with the legislature and get back to what he campaigned on when he ran for governor.
As the new legislative session begins next week in Charleston, many lawmakers will have child care on their agenda. And hopefully facilities like this one will pop up across the Mountain State, and not just here in north central West Virginia. Keeping you connected in Harrison County, Dante Centofanti, 5 News. In a 4-3 vote, the city of Clarksburg approved a resolution establishing a one-time grant program for businesses in the downtown district. City Manager Tiffany Fell says this grant is strictly for small businesses impacted by the massive construction efforts.
It's a one-time, no strings attached grant. So I want to be incredibly transparent that that funding is for whatever they think is best for their business, because the downtown construction project was 11 months long, and those funds can be used. It's a $4,200 one-time disbursement. Basically the one requirement is you needed to be in business for 90 days between March 1st and December 31st.
Before the vote, some council members challenged Fell on the specifics of this resolution and which businesses could be impacted.
Say if you rent property, market rate apartments, okay, and you've invested a lot in this city, okay, and you're affected by this infrastructure project, are they gonna get $4,200 too?
Every time we undergo a major project, are we going to go in pocket and say, okay, come on, line up, we got a pocket full of money that we're going to delve out? You don't have it like that. This is a one-time gesture, and if we keep expanding it out, then we're going to be sitting up here looking crazy because we're going to be in debt.
This construction effort has delayed business efforts for many since the beginning. While owners understand the need for better roads, a grant from the city would definitely ease their stress.
I can still work my way around it no matter what, but the grant would help because we have gotten behind on, some essential bills because of the road work and, the lack of customers coming into this area right now because they don't know how to get around.
We've had a lot of cancellations due to high volumes of traffic. You can't get anywhere down through here, and everything's also a one-way, so it's like one big circle. So if one thing's shut off, you got to loop around the entire inner city.
I spoke with Jason Robinson, who is the owner of Bluebird Convenience Store and Cafeteria right here in the downtown district. While he completely understands the city's efforts to repair their streets, he also says the free parking in this area is vital during lunch hours, which is vital to his business during the week. Keeping you connected in downtown Clarksburg, Dante Centofanti, 5 News.